Could your morning lemon water actually be damaging your liver instead of healing it? I know that sounds crazy because everywhere you look, lemon water is the holy grail of health. Every influencer, every wellness blog, every detox challenge says the same thing. Start your day with lemon water to cleanse your body and flush out toxins. But what if I told you that for most people, this habit is doing the exact opposite? See, lemon water isn't bad. In fact, it's loaded with vitamin C antioxidants and compounds that can support your liver. The problem isn't the lemon, it's how people are using it. Drinking it at the wrong time, using the wrong concentration, or adding the wrong ingredients turns something that's supposed to help into something that silently harms. When you pour straight lemon juice into warm water and drink it first thing on an empty stomach, that strong acidity hits your gut lining before food buffers it. Over time, that acid can irritate the stomach, stress your liver's detox pathways, and even mess with your bile production, the very thing your body needs to cleanse itself. Add sugar or honey. You're now feeding inflammation. So yes, lemon water can detoxify your system, but only when it's done correctly. The biological reality doesn't match the social media myth. Your liver doesn't need more acid, it needs balance, minerals, and proper hydration. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to drink lemon water the right way, so it actually supports your liver instead of stressing it. But before we get into that, I want to know, have you been drinking lemon water every morning? And have you ever noticed bloating, discomfort, or fatigue afterward? Let me know in the comments. I'll explain why that happens next. Most people think lemon water detoxes the body. But here's the truth: your body already has a detox system, and it's running 24/7. Your liver, kidneys, lymphatic system, and even your skin. These organs don't wait for a cup of lemon water to start working. They're constantly filtering, neutralizing, and balancing toxins so your body can stay in homeostasis, the perfect state of internal balance. Now, here's where the problem starts. When you overload the system with too much acidity, and yes, even natural lemon juice counts, your liver doesn't interpret that as detox. It interprets it as stress. The liver isn't a sponge soaking up toxins. It's a biochemical lab. Every drop of blood passing through it is processed, transformed, and sent back clean. But to do that job, it needs balance, not extremes. When you drink overly acidic lemon water, especially on an empty stomach, the pH of your digestive tract temporarily drops. That acid surge can irritate your gut lining, trigger excess bile release, and create something we call acid stress. Instead of helping your liver flush out toxins, your body now diverts energy to neutralizing that acid load. Think of your liver enzymes like workers in a factory. They have specific jobs breaking down fats, converting toxins into water-soluble compounds, regulating insulin. But when acidity spikes, those enzymes slow down. They can't function optimally in an acidic environment. That's when things like fatigue, bloating, or mild nausea start showing up, subtle signs that your liver is struggling to maintain equilibrium. And here's another layer people miss. Acidity can throw off your off-bile balance. Bile isn't just for digestion, it's your liver's main detox fluid. When acid irritates the upper digestive tract, bile flow becomes erratic. Sometimes it floods too fast, sometimes it stalls. Both situations cause discomfort. Too much bile too quickly, you feel that burning sensation in your gut. Too little, you feel sluggish and bloated because fats aren't being broken down properly. Now let's talk about insulin signaling, because this one surprises people. Chronic acid stress can actually alter how your liver manages glucose. It's not that lemon water causes diabetes. It's that when the liver's chemistry shifts toward acidity, insulin sensitivity drops. That means your body becomes slightly less efficient at pulling sugar out of the bloodstream, which can lead to afternoon crashes, brain fog, or cravings later in the day. You see, your liver thrives in a slightly alkaline, mineral-rich environment, the opposite of what over-acidic drinks create. When you're constantly bathing your digestive system in acid without proper buffering, no food, no minerals, no dilution, you're sending the wrong message. Your liver goes from cleaning mode to defense mode, and in defense mode, detox slows down. That's why so many people who swear by lemon water still complain of bloating, gas, or discomfort afterward. It's not that lemon water is evil. It's this method that's wrong. The body doesn't respond to trends, it responds to chemistry. Now, when that gut lining gets irritated, the damage doesn't stay. Local, tiny amounts of inflammation leak through, sending immune signals to the liver. The liver then releases inflammatory mediators, further straining its detox workload. So what started as a morning cleanse actually creates low-grade inflammation, the very thing you were trying to fix in the first place. It's ironic, isn't it? The same drink that's meant to cleanse your system might be quietly slowing it down. This is why real detox isn't about drinking more lemon water. It's about supporting the organs that do the detoxing. It's about protecting the chemistry inside the liver. Your liver doesn't need to be flushed. It needs to be fed with hydration, minerals, and balance. So if you've ever felt bloating, burning, or fatigue after drinking lemon water, you're not imagining it. That's your body's way of saying, this isn't balance. This is stress. And once you understand that, you can start giving your liver what it truly needs to thrive, not another acidic challenge, but the environment where it can finally do its job at full capacity. Tell me, have you ever felt that discomfort after your morning lemon water? Because what you felt was your body trying to warn you, not punish you. You've probably heard it 100 times. Drink lemon water first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It sounds simple, healthy, even cleansing. But here's the problem: that advice is based on a myth that completely ignores how your digestive system and hormones actually work. The truth is, timing matters just as much as what you drink, and drinking lemon water at the wrong time, especially right after waking, can disrupt digestion, confuse hormones, and even set off a stress response that lasts all day. Let's break this down. When you wake up, your body is in a fasted state. Cortisol, your alertness hormone, naturally spikes to get you moving. This is completely normal. But when you immediately hit your system with an acidic drink before your stomach has produced enough protective mucus or digestive secretions, you're adding fuel to an already sensitive environment. The acid from the lemon meets an empty gut where there's no food buffer, no protein, and no fat, just exposed stomach lining and a surge of cortisol. That combination creates what we call acid stress. You see, the stomach's own acid has a job to break down proteins and activate enzymes like pepsin. But lemon water, although acidic in taste, actually becomes alkaline once metabolized. So what happens when you flood your stomach with diluted lemon water too early? You dilute your natural stomach acid. That means protein digestion slows down later in the day, because your body can't generate the same strong acidic environment it needs to process food efficiently. That's why so many people who drink lemon water right after waking report bloating, burping, or a heavy stomach after meals. Their digestion has been blunted before the first bite even hits their mouth. Now let's talk about hormones. Your body runs on rhythm, a delicate balance between cortisol, insulin, and digestive hormones like ghrelin and leptin. When you drink lemon water first thing, you create an early spike in cortisol. It's like hitting the accelerator when the engine's still cold. That cortisol spike can temporarily elevate blood sugar and disrupt insulin sensitivity, making you crave sugar or carbs mid-morning. Over time, this hormonal misfire trains your body to depend on external stimulants like caffeine or sugar for energy, instead of letting your metabolism wake up naturally. And here's the thing most people miss: digestion doesn't start in the stomach, it starts in the brain. The sight, smell, and even thought of food triggers a cascade of signals that prepare your gut to digest. So when you skip that natural process and throw in lemon water before your digestive system is ready, you're interrupting your body's own rhythm. The result: less efficient digestion, weaker nutrient absorption, and more inflammation. So what's the right way to do it? Timing, if you want the benefits of lemon water. Hydration, vitamin C, mild detox support. Drink it after your body has stabilized. That means waiting at least 20 to 30 minutes after waking, or even better, after your first small meal or snack. That's when your stomach acid is active, your cortisol is naturally lowering, and your liver enzymes are ready to process nutrients. In this window, lemon water becomes a supporter of digestion, not a disruptor. It gently stimulates bile flow, hydrates the body, and enhances enzymatic activity, all without overwhelming your gut. For those trying to balance hormones or lose weight, this timing is even more critical. Drinking lemon water after your metabolism is active helps stabilize blood sugar, improves insulin signaling, and prevents those mid-morning energy crashes. When your liver and gut are working in sync, you burn fat more efficiently and digest food more completely. Think of it this way: your body is like an orchestra. Each system, hormones, enzymes, acids, has its own timing. If one instrument starts too early, the entire performance sounds off. Lemon water isn't the problem. The timing is. And once you fix that timing, your digestion improves, your energy steadies, and your liver finally gets the gentle support it was supposed to receive all along. So let me ask you, do you drink your lemon water before or after breakfast? And have you noticed a difference in how your stomach or energy feels throughout the day? Most people think a spoonful of honey or a splash of agave in their lemon water is harmless, maybe even healthy. After all, it's natural, right? But here's the truth. The moment you add sugar to lemon water, you completely flip its biological purpose. What was supposed to be a cleansing, fat-burning, liver-supporting drink turns into a metabolic disruptor. And this one mistake is what silently stops thousands of people from losing fat, improving their digestion, and actually healing their liver. let's look at what's really happening. Lemon water by itself is simple: hydration, vitamin C, a touch of antioxidants. It gently wakes up your digestive system and can support liver detox if your body is ready. But when you add sugar, whether that's white sugar, honey, maple syrup, or agave, you're no longer drinking a detox beverage. You're drinking a sweetened acid solution that directly signals your body to store fat. Here's why the liver and insulin are tightly connected. Every time sugar enters your bloodstream, insulin rises to move that sugar into cells for energy. But your liver, being the master regulator, has to process whatever glucose or fructose isn't immediately used. When the sugar load is high, even from natural sources like honey, insulin spikes, and your liver begins converting the excess into triglycerides, stored fat. Over time, this process leads to what we call fatty liver stress, a condition where liver cells become packed with fat droplets, slowing detox and metabolism. Fructose, in particular, is the sneaky culprit. Unlike glucose, which can be used by almost every cell in your body, fructose goes directly to the liver for processing. It doesn't raise blood sugar in the short term, which is why people think honey and agave are better options, but it overwhelms the liver's metabolic pathways. When too much fructose enters at once, the liver converts it into fat and uric acid. That means more inflammation, more oxidative stress, and less capacity to process real toxins. So while you think you're cleansing, your liver is actually defending itself. Now imagine this scenario: you wake up, make a warm glass of lemon water, and add a drizzle of honey for taste. You drink it on an empty stomach, feeling virtuous. Within minutes, your insulin rises, your cortisol stays elevated, and your liver gets hit with both acid and sugar at once. Instead of beginning a detox cycle, your body just switched into storage mode. That's the exact opposite of what you wanted. And it doesn't stop there. Artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame, which many people use to avoid real sugar, are no better. Research shows they disrupt the gut microbiome, reduce insulin sensitivity, and confuse the liver's detox pathways. Your brain senses sweetness, releases insulin, but doesn't get any real fuel, creating a hormonal mismatch that leads to cravings and fatigue. So whether it's refined sugar or a fake sweetener, the end result is the same: metabolic confusion and liver overload. When your liver's detox enzymes slow down, toxins linger longer in your bloodstream. Your energy dips, your skin breaks out. You gain fat in areas like the belly and upper back because the liver can't efficiently clear out hormones like estrogen or cortisol. Many people think, I'm eating clean, drinking my lemon water every day. Why am I still tired or gaining weight? The answer is usually right there in the cup: sugar disguised as natural sweetness. Here's the irony: lemon water doesn't need sweeteners. The mild soreness of lemon actually triggers digestive enzymes, bile flow, and saliva production. That's the start of real detox. When you cover that natural acidity with sweetness, you blunt the very signals your body uses to activate digestion. You're not cleansing anymore, you're sedating your metabolism. If you truly want to support your liver, keep your lemon water simple. Just lemon and water, maybe a pinch of mineral salt or magnesium to help hydration. That's it. When your liver doesn't have to process unnecessary sugars, it can finally do its job, burning fat, balancing hormones, and cleaning the blood. And if you're craving something sweet, it's usually a signal your blood sugar is already unstable. Fix the foundation first, reduce sugar exposure, eat protein-rich meals, get good sleep. Then your taste buds and liver chemistry will naturally reset. So the next time you reach for honey or agave thinking you're upgrading your lemon water, remember this: you're not sipping a detox, you're sipping a metabolic trigger. Many people unknowingly sip what is, in reality, a mild liver toxin while believing they're cleansing. Now I'm curious, what do you use to sweeten your drinks? Have you ever noticed how your energy or digestion changes when you skip the sugar altogether? Somewhere along the way, the message got twisted. If a little lemon water is good, then more must be better. People start squeezing half a lemon, then a whole, sometimes two, thinking that the stronger the taste, the stronger the detox. But biology doesn't work like that. The body doesn't respond to trends or exaggeration. It responds to balance. The dose makes the medicine, and when you push beyond that dose, even something natural can become harmful. Let's start with one of the most visible consequences: your teeth. Lemon juice is highly acidic, and when it's undiluted or too concentrated, it starts eroding tooth enamel. That enamel is the protective layer that guards your teeth against bacteria and temperature sensitivity. Once it's worn down, it doesn't grow back. Over time, you might start feeling sensitivity when you drink cold water or see a dullness in your smile, subtle signs that your lemon habit is slowly dissolving the enamel that protects your mouth. And what's ironic, the same acid you thought was cleansing your body is literally stripping away part of it. Now let's move deeper into your gut. The The stomach lining is designed to handle acid, but it's also incredibly sensitive to imbalance. When you drink overly concentrated lemon water daily, that acid load hits the gastric lining before food or alkaline buffers can protect it. This can lead to micro-irritation, that burning, empty feeling some people get after lemon water. Over time, it can trigger gastritis or reduce the stomach's natural acid production, leaving you with weak digestion later in the day. So while you think you're supporting your gut, you might actually be dulling its natural digestive power. But the story doesn't end in the stomach. It reaches your liver. Your liver has one goal: maintain internal balance, especially between acid and alkaline states. It uses minerals like magnesium, potassium, and bicarbonate to neutralize excess acid and keep your blood pH stable. When you overload the system with citric acid from too much lemon, the liver shifts resources to neutralization instead of detoxification. That means fewer enzymes available for clearing toxins, processing hormones, or breaking down fats. So even though you're drinking lemon water for a cleanse, your detox system is actually getting clogged by acid stress. That's where the phrase, dose makes the medicine, really applies. Lemon water is not meant to be a high-dose treatment. It's a mild, supportive habit. Think of it like sunlight. A little bit every day nourishes your body. Too much burns it. The same goes for lemon. You want just enough citric acid to stimulate digestion, not overwhelm it. So what's the ideal balance? For most people, half a lemon and 8 to 12 ounces of warm or room temperature water is more than enough once a day, not every hour. If you have a sensitive stomach, enamel erosion, or acid reflux, even less, just a few drops in a large glass. Always drink it through a straw if possible to protect your teeth, and rinse your mouth with plain water afterward. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. And here's the fascinating part: the liver doesn't need acidity to detox. It needs minerals, hydration, and rest from constant processing. When you overdose lemon, you drain minerals like calcium and magnesium, the very elements your liver uses to restore its alkaline balance. So instead of supporting your liver, excessive lemon water quietly taxes it. What most people don't realize is that the body's detox systems thrive on gentle rhythm, not chemical extremes. When you give it too much acid, it works harder to bring things back to neutral. That means slower metabolism, lower energy, and often cravings for alkaline foods or salts. Your body's cry for equilibrium. If you've ever thought, I'll just double the lemon today to speed up results, you're not alone. But detox doesn't work faster when you force it. It works better when you support it. Think of lemon water as a spark, not a floodlight. Just enough to wake the system, not overwhelm it. So, if you've been increasing your lemon dosage, hoping for faster results, ask yourself this: are you nourishing your liver or pushing it to compensate? Because in biology, balance always wins over excess. Have you ever noticed sensitivity in your teeth or discomfort in your stomach after increasing the lemon's strength? That's your body whispering, enough. I need balance, not more acid. Everyone wants a quick fix. We live in a world that loves instant results: a 7-day detox, a 3-day cleanse, a miracle drink that promises to flush out toxins overnight. But the truth, the liver doesn't heal in spurts. It heals in rhythm. It regenerates through consistency, not intensity. You can't shock it into health. You have to support it into balance. The liver is one of the most forgiving organs in the human body. It doesn't need punishment. It needs patience. Every cell in your liver has the power to regenerate, to repair itself, but only if you stop attacking it every single day. That's the paradox of modern detox culture. People keep taking detox teas, extreme cleanses, and high-acid drinks while still living in a way that stresses the liver: poor sleep, processed foods, excess sugar, dehydration, constant snacking, late-night eating. You can't undo all that with one morning drink. The liver heals when you stop the constant hits, when you stop pouring toxins and stress into it. Think of your liver as a biochemical factory. It's not just cleaning toxins, it's managing hormones, balancing cholesterol, storing vitamins, processing fat, and stabilizing your blood sugar. It's working every minute to keep your internal environment stable. But that stability depends on how consistently you care for it. If you want your liver to heal, give it what it actually needs: hydration, minerals, antioxidants, protein, rest, and emotional calm. This is why balanced lemon water, used properly, can be part of the solution, not the entire plan. It's not the lemon that heals your liver. It's the habit of hydration, the routine of mindfulness, the intention to nourish instead of overload. When you dilute it correctly, drink it at the right time, and keep it sugar-free, lemon water becomes a gentle signal to your liver: you're safe. You can do your job. But it's only one small piece of a much bigger picture. Real healing happens in the daily choices, the ones that seem too simple to matter: choosing whole foods instead of processed ones, drinking enough pure water, getting to bed before midnight so your liver can complete its overnight detox cycle. moving your body even lightly to keep blood and lymph flowing. And maybe most importantly, reducing emotional stress, because stress chemicals like cortisol are filtered by the same liver you're trying to heal. Every time you choose calm over chaos, your liver thanks you. Every time you choose nourishment over punishment, you give it room to repair, and over time, those small choices compound. You start to notice clearer skin, steadier energy, fewer cravings, lighter digestion. Those aren't detox results, they're balance results. That's your body finding homeostasis again. Dr. Jamnadas often says, the liver heals when you stop attacking it daily. That's not about giving it another cleanse, it's about giving it consistency. You can't detox a liver that's still being poisoned by everyday habits. You have to remove the sources, alcohol, sugar, seed oils, chronic stress, and replace them with stability. It's the same principle nature follows. The body doesn't heal in spikes, it heals in cycles. You give it the same healthy signals every day, and those signals become your new baseline. That's how true transformation happens, not from a 7-day reset, but from a lifetime of rhythm. So yes, have your lemon water, but let it be a symbol of something bigger. Let it remind you that real detox isn't an event. It's a lifestyle, a practice of taking care of your internal chemistry one day at a time, because when your liver finally feels safe, when it isn't constantly defending, neutralizing, or overworking, that's when healing begins. Fat starts to burn more efficiently, hormones stabilize, and your entire metabolism begins to hum in balance. So maybe it's time to stop chasing the next cleans and start building your own rhythm, one grounded, mindful habit at a time. And I'd love to know, what's one daily ritual you've built that helps your metabolism stay balanced? Because sometimes that one small change is where real healing finally begins. Now that you understand what not to do, let's bring it all together and talk about the right way to drink lemon water, the version that truly supports your liver and metabolism for the long run. Because here's the truth, it was never about lemon water being good or bad. It's about how you use it. The right method turns this simple drink into a powerful daily ritual that heals from the inside out. Start with dilution. The key is balance, not intensity. Use half a fresh lemon squeezed into 10 to 12 ounces of warm or room temperature water. That's enough citric acid to stimulate digestion without irritating the stomach or eroding enamel. The warmth helps your digestive system wake up gently, improving circulation to the gut and liver. But avoid scalding hot water. Heat destroys vitamin C and can increase acidity. You want it soothing, not shocking. Next comes timing. Don't drink it immediately upon waking. Give your body 20 to 30 minutes to come out of its natural fasted state. Let your cortisol levels normalize and your stomach acid production ramp up naturally. Then, when you sip your lemon water, ideally after a small meal or a few bites of food, it will support digestion rather than dilute it. Think of it as priming your body's detox machinery, not forcing it to start early. If you want to enhance the benefits even more, add a pinch of coarse mineral salt or a few slices of fresh ginger. Minerals like sodium, magnesium, and potassium support your liver's electrolyte balance and help regulate hydration at the cellular level. Ginger adds anti-inflammatory properties and helps calm the gut. You can also infuse your lemon water overnight with a slice of cucumber or mint to make it alkaline and easier on the stomach. The goal isn't to create a super drink. It's to make your body feel nourished, not triggered. Remember, once a day is enough. More is not better. The liver doesn't respond to volume, it responds to consistency. You're not trying to flush your system, you're teaching your body rhythm and balance. When you repeat this gentle ritual daily, your liver learns that it's safe, supported, and doesn't need to go into defense mode. Over time, this consistency leads to stronger detoxification, smoother digestion, and more efficient fat metabolism. Let's talk about the bigger picture for a second. Your liver doesn't just process toxins, it also regulates fat burning, hormone balance, and energy production. When you support it gently each morning, instead of shocking it with acids, sugars, or fasted stress, it can focus on long-term repair. The liver thrives when you reduce chaos and feed it stability. Lemon water, when used right, simply becomes one of many signals of balance. But that's where mindset matters most. This isn't about jumping on another health trend. It's not about detoxing for a week, then going back to old habits. This is about building a lifestyle where every small, thoughtful action compounds over time. When you drink your lemon water the right way, you're not just hydrating, you're reminding your body to stay balanced. Because the truth is, it's not the lemon water, it's how you use it. The same drink that once irritated your gut can now become a tool for healing. The same ritual that once damaged enamel can now strengthen digestion. That's the difference between fad behavior and mindful habit. So as you start this new version of your morning ritual, do it with awareness. Sip slowly, let it hydrate you. Feel your body wake up without stress. You're not chasing detox anymore. You're creating resilience. You're building a foundation that your liver, gut, and metabolism can rely on every single day. And over time, you'll notice the difference. Clearer energy, lighter digestion, fewer cravings, and that subtle sense of harmony that only comes when your body finally feels supported. If you're ready to do this the right way, to build a lifelong, gentle detox habit that actually lasts, I want you to say it out loud in the comments. I'm starting my balanced detox. Because once you make that decision, you're not just changing your morning routine, you're changing your entire relationship with your health. So start tomorrow. One lemon, one glass, one intentional choice every day.